Hello, hello, hello. Guess what? Countdown has begun. This gorgeous being this hottie, this unconquerable woman, has actually jumped on the board and joined our countdown. If you've missed the early alive, we are supporting Kids of Ukraine charity with 284 monthly donations of $88, one at a time.
Mhm.
So, Marla, I'm going to turn time over to you. And why? Why would you do that? what, what moved you to within an hour of it being announced to join the movement? Talk to me.
Well, first of all, it's always been an important part of my life to give back, right? And we can do that with our time, our talent, or our treasure. Um, and so, and it's really important to me in my business that I'm actually doing that through all three at different, in different ways. Um, and then I think it's really interesting. There are so many amazing charities that we can give to, but I know for me, the ones that I'm the most joyful about is anything that enriches the lives for children. I mean, that's just when I look at all, because you can do things with health and wellness, you can do, there's just so many options. But I just anything that enriches the lives of children is really important to me. And I think that when we really take a look at and start to understand what it is like to have so many kids that are orphaned, that are in this war torn regions, that have been exposed to such intense trauma, and just really, really needing help and support. This is something that I feel great about. And then also because we're familiar with the people that are working with and running the charity, that's another thing that's super important to me, because sometimes you can donate to organizations, but you don't always have clarity on where your dollar is actually going. And
And
it's so
I'm gonna pause you for a second before you continue because its timing is so important. You guys, I didn't know that when I jumped on this and Marla now joining is that the organization actually has been in deficit and they've been working without salaries and donating and carrying with their own meager supplies because they have these 1,800 kids and 4 centers. Like I'm going to be very transparent, right? And so the timing of this is so huge. So to your point, this money is not going to buy luxurious villas for the CEO of a nonprofit. So.
and that's important to me too. We know where it's going. I'm comfortable with that. And just it's really important to me to honor the people that are doing so much to support and to contribute and to give back. So it's yeah, I feel good about it. I'm happy to be part of it, and I'm excited for our initiative to help this work.
Well, and as you know, there's probably nobody else I'd be running this with, rather. So I have something that I also wanted to ask you. First of all, to share about this charity is that while the prototype is for the kids that are teenagers, it really is
Mhm.
teenagers from trauma to triumph, but it will be translated globally after the war is done. What they're doing for these kids, they're infusing them with free entrepreneurial spirit. They restore their soul, they restore their mind, and then they ignite them with the passion to rebuild the country. And what they've created, and what we're looking at parallel with that, executive producers for the documentary to do for them is a prototype that I believe can be built globally. And so what I wanted to ask you, you're somebody that I've learned more about trauma than probably anybody else.
Thank you.
I know you've studied it so deeply, and you understand it. Um, I would love to give our audience today some practical tips of how to recognize or manage trauma, whatever's coming through you. And as they're called to support this nonprofit, I want to give them value. And I know I couldn't have asked a better person. Like shaking, for example, talk to them about how important it is to quote unquote shake as trauma response.
Oh, okay, wow. Yeah, so one of the things that I learned is that when we have an incident, like an accident or a fight or something, that's really significant, the body's nervous system will tend to freeze in the moment, but then actually want to shake it out afterwards. And so, one of the things that I was learning is that oftentimes when people are in an accident and they're treated on the scene, they're actually strapped down so that they don't further injure themselves or sedated. And it actually blocks the ability to shake it off. But what they had discovered in different studies that I had read was that when a person's whole body can actually just shake and vibrate and shake it out, it releases what happened to the degree that they don't carry the continuing imprint as a post-traumatic stress disorder type of trauma. And so it's really, really important. Um, and I mean, you've asked me a huge question, but I think the biggest thing to understand with people that have been through any type of significant trauma is that it's going to be difficult for them to trust. They're going to tend to be maybe a little shut down or very hyper vigilant when they're in crowds and situations, right? Because there's that natural tendency to be constantly on high alert, searching the room for the next threat level. And they're going to typically have a heightened, kind of keyed up nervous system. And so I think one of the most important things that you can give to people that are experiencing that is just your love, your consistency, and your patience. And knowing not to push when a person is locking up, but to just sit with them, be with them, and be there for them to help them move through that. Because sometimes when we see a person locked up, because they're having that type of response or they're having that level of stress and nervous system, the tendency is to want to push or to drive or to offer or to talk too much or to, pour in. And really, that's the time when the greatest thing you can do is just be there quietly, and maybe just be there quietly, just hold space, just be patient, and just have so much love and compassion. Um, and help ground the person by your presence. I think that's key.
That's gold. That really is gold. I mean, you've given treasure, you've given talent and time, and so thank you so much for being here. And you guys, if you want to learn more about the initiative, everything is in the comments. And as the company, and me a founder and Marla a CEO, no coincidences there, I guess as well. Divine alignment. As you to shine, we're offering a phenomenal deal for anyone who commits to $88 monthly to the Kids of Ukraine charity, and the link, as I said, is in the comments. You also will save a tremendous amount of money of joining our $3,000 program at only $888 as a thank you and as a belief in this cause. So thank you. And Marla, thank you again. Thank you for joining. Thank you for helping. And thank you for the valuable, valuable wisdom you've poured. I know it will help somebody today tremendously. So much
And
love.
thank you so much for your leadership and taking us in this direction. I'm so excited to support it and excited for anybody who's joining our programs at that amazing deal too. Thank you.